Ow, 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 ow. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to here. Wait, how do I flip this thing? I gotta flip it. Today, we're gonna talk about something fun, okay? Yeah, I'm saying it's fun so that I could manipulate your brain into believing it. Yeah, it's called psychological warfare. It's fun. Okay, listen, we're gonna talk about exactly how to break down complicated chord names, okay? We're gonna talk about exactly how to read them so we know what the heck they're talking about. And so here's some background information we need to learn first. Chord names. Excuse me. Chord names are written as follows. That first letter note you see, where is it here? Probably here, yeah, is going to be the chord identifier, as I like to call it. You might have heard it referred to as the root, okay? It tells you what major scale this chord is built out of. And then the word that follows that first letter note, okay, that will sometimes have a word attached to it, tells us which type of chord it is, okay? It lets us know what chord formula, okay, is applied to the major scale. Okay? And so up until that moment, that is the core chord. It's the core chord. My mics are on, right? Yeah, okay, good. It's the foundation that the rest of the chord additionals build off of. And so let's go through our first example on the screen here, okay? Okay, it's a C minor. What is it? You can see it on the screen, but I can't. I forgot what example I'm doing. C minor 7 flat 5. What in the world? What do you think we're doing? Coding HDMI cable. And so here we start with our C note, correct? Correct. So that tells us that we are operating out of the C major scale in order to build this chord. Okay, next we have that word with the number, which is minor 7. Okay, so that means this is a minor 7th chord type, which means the minor 7th chord formula is applied to that C major scale. All right, we're gonna go over that in a moment, don't worry. Actually, right now, we're gonna go over it right now. So the minor 7 chord formula is a first degree, flat 3rd, 5th, and flat 7th. So we'll take a look at the C major scale, okay? We'll grab the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th, and then we'll flat the 3rd and the 7th. Okay, so that's gonna be C, E, flat, G, and B flat. It's so fun. Okay, great. Okay, great. Now we have our core chord. Our core chord with the notes that we, okay? And then we have this add-on, okay? It's like an add-on. Yeah, it's like when you go shopping on a website, perhaps you go to Bath & Body Works because you like candles and a little body scrub. And then when you get to the end, they say, do you want to add the orchid purple seafoam mist? And you say, sure. That's what that is. And so that flat 5 part of this chord name tells us that we need to flatten the 5 in our core chord. It's telling you extra instructions. Yeah, so that we go to our C minor 7th chord that we built together, right? And we take the 5 and we flatten it. And then all our notes are C, E flat, G flat, and B flat. And then there we have our C minor 7 flat 5 chord. Yeah, totally. Dance in your shoulder, toss forever. Dance in your shoulders for the world. And so now how exactly do we play this though? Okay, great, I know the notes. How do I play it? Well, and so in the same way that the theory of this chord was built around the notes of that core chord, right, which is C minor 7, the application of that chord is going to work exactly the same. Okay, so we're going to take the C minor 7 chord shape, which is right here, like this. That's it, okay? And then we have to take a look at the 5s in this chord, okay? And we have 2 of them. We have one right here and we have one right here. So what we could do, well, first of all, we have to flatten them as per the chord. You got to flatten them, right? And so what we could do is we could move over our 5 there, so play like that, and only play the bottom 4 stringers. Yeah, like that. And that would be your C minor 7 flat 5. Or we could play it this way, right? We could take the 5 down here, okay, flatten her, okay? And then we just play like this, like that. Yeah, and then you're playing you're not playing the bottom one, okay? And also, I have a video where I talk about how all of our chord shapes come straight out of our major scale shapes, okay? Which you could probably imagine, considering that we built these chords out of the major scale. So of course they come out of the major scale shapes too. And so if you want to learn about that, I'll link it, okay? Look what I can do with my eyebrows. And so that is the concept, all right? We take these chords, we break them down in little bite-sized gigabyte pieces, yeah? Always keeping in mind the major scale it's built from, okay? And that's all. So let's do another example. And this one you might have heard or seen before, okay? This one is called the Lifeson chord. Yeah, as in Alex Lifeson, right? Who we all know, of course, is the guitarist of the Beatles. And so that first note is F sharp, okay? Which means we're operating out of the F sharp major scale to build this chord, okay? And then we have that number right next to it, right next to it. And that is the 7, okay? And so normally when you see a number immediately after that first note, it is almost always going to be representing a dominant chord. So in this case, this will be the F sharp dominant 7 chord. And I say almost always because that isn't the case for the 6th chord, okay? If you see C6, for example, that's just representing a C major 6, not dominant. No. So I don't know what to tell you about that. Warranty expired. What do you mean warranty expired? And so great, we need to apply the dominant 7 chord formula to the F sharp major scale. Yeah. And so we're going to look at our F sharp major scale. Oh no, wait, well here's the formula. Let me tell you the formula first. So the formula is a 1st degree, 3rd, a 5th, and a flat 7th. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go over to the F sharp major scale. We're going to pick out the 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, flatten the 7th. And those notes are F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, and E. Okay? Okay, great. So that's our core chord now. It's our core chord. And then we have that additional add-on, right? We have our Orchid Purple Sea Mist spray, don't we? Yes. Which is add 11. What is that? What is that? Oh, God. Add 11. And so that add 11 just tells us that we need to add an 11th degree to the chord, okay? And so what's an 11th degree? Well, an 11th degree is really just the same as the 4th degree of a scale. And I have a video where I talk about chord extensions specifically. So I'll link that one down below as well. So we'll go back to our F sharp major scale, locate the 4th degree. That's the B note, okay? And just add it to the chord. And then there are our notes that make up the F sharp dominant 7 add 11 chord. Yeah. And so how do we play that one? Well, same thing, right? Our core chord is F sharp dominant 7. So we have to go over, okay, to our fretboard, and we apply the F sharp dominant 7 chord, which is right here. Where is it? It's right there. Yeah. And then we need to find a B note, right? Don't we? Yeah. And we have a B note right here. But it is hidden by this C sharp note here. Okay, it's hidden. So what could we do? What could we do? Well, since we already have a C sharp here in our chord, we could just release it. We could just release it of its duties. Goodbye. And then here would be our F sharp dominant 7 add 11 chord. Don't put a snake in your house unless you want to have to call a plumber. Call a plumber. Who wants to call a plumber? And by the way, Mr. Lifeson of the Beatles, he doesn't play like this. He plays it like this. Yeah. And so essentially, that's like that classic major chord shape, but he doesn't bar it. And he plays the open string notes here. Yeah. Totally. So that would be your B note there, and then that open E string here would be your flattened 7th. Yeah. And so that's just 2 voicings of the same chord, okay? Dance in your shoulder tops forever. Dance in your shoulders for squirrels. And that's all, okay? That's it. That's it. And so, I mean, listen, you do need to have some kind of concept of the formulas of chord types. Okay, in order to fully understand these complicated chords, of course. Yeah. Or any chord, really. But once you get a good grasp of those, a good grasp of the formulas, you could just break down these chords and understand what they're talking about, okay? Don't forget to go to meganchurchmusic.com, sign our petition to that pitches to space. Yes, it's very important. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have a launch party, and we're going to have taquitos. And while you're there, check out the 70 Zen Guitar eBooks. We got 2 of them. We got the 70 Zen Guitar Study ebook. That will especially help you in this whole chord naming situation because it has all the chord formulas in there that you could study from. It's a chord, scale, and theory reference book all organized in the CAGE system, right? It's got theory concepts, all visual examples, and a cookie recipe. Yeah. And we also got the 70 Zen Beginner Guitar Guide. That is a beginner guitar guide. Everything you need to learn at the beginning of playing guitar is in the book, and it's got a practice scale to implement all the things. And it includes aliens, alien conspirators, and it also has a cookie recipe. Oh yeah. And then we got the course, Key Music Theory Walter course. It is a course where we go through the fundamentals of music, what major scales are, how we build chords from those scales, and how we organize it all into keys. And that's all. Don't forget to subscribe. At 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to solve a Rubik's Cube on camera for the world to see. You don't want to miss it, do you? No. Here's a story about a name. He was a name, but he never had his own. He always wanted to be named Sal, but he couldn't because he was bound to every name of the world. Because he was a name. One day, he was so depressive about the fact that he had no identity that he went over to the government office where you have to submit your personal tax information through your social insurance number in proof of address. And he didn't have either. They gave him one social insurance number, and they gave him a name. He had a passport. He walked out of there. He booked a trip to the Maldives. And there, he went scuba diving. He looked at the corals. He stayed in the huts that they have in the oceans. And he had a great time. And his name was Sal. That's the name they gave him. And then forever till the rest of the time, everyone's name was Sal. Because that was the only name available since name got a name. So you could, by here forward, call me Sal. Probably number 4,898 or something. I don't know, I didn't get my exact position yet. They said that they would send it to me in the mail. I haven't gotten it. Everything is about time, don't you know? Everything is about time, don't you know it? If you have some time, have a great time. If you don't have time, then don't. Sold by Bell Canada. Yeah, hello? Who are you? Oh, Miss Sal, the original. How are you, sir? Yeah, this is Sal. How are the huts? Oh, good. You got stung by a jellyfish. Oh, no, it's not good. What'd you do? Oh, you took his name away? Okay, jellyfish aren't called jellyfish anymore. What are they called? Oh. Oh, jellyfish are hereby renamed Parking Ticket Attendants. They weren't so happy with the name change. So that's all, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all that you do. Did you know this entire time I had a heating pack in my back? Yeah, we're done. Goodbye. Does it? No, what am I doing? What am I doing? What's going on? Oh my God, goodbye.